Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So guys, today we are going to be making Easter bun, and as you can see, Easter is fast approaching, so let's hop right into this video. So we're going to be using 2 bottles of Guinness Malta, and yes guys, Guinness does make Malta. To my surprise, I saw these in the store, so I decided to give them a try. So to our pan we add to our mixing bowl we add the 2 Guinness. Now we're going to be adding 1.5 cup of sugar, and we're going to give that a nice thorough mix just to make sure that the sugar is dissolved properly. And guys, you can set this on your stove to let it warm to help to dissolve your ingredients that you're using, especially your fruits. But because my fruits was soaking already in wine, I don't need to add it to the stove, so I'm just using this method. Okay, and to this we're going to be adding a 1/4 cup of honey, and we're going to continue to give it a nice stir until all our ingredients is dissolved and mixed thoroughly again before we continue this bun and cheese mix. And as you can see guys, my honey is very thick, and so it's giving me a warm time coming out of that cup, which is fine, nice and slow. Okay, and to this we're going to be adding 3 tablespoons of molasses, and bun and cheese guys is a Easter tradition for Jamaican homes. I grew up on bun and cheese during the Easter time. In my home, I make bun on a regular because my family loves it. It's a nice snack, you know, after dinner watching TV. You eat a slice with some water, a glass of water, a glass of milk, whatever your preference. And also, you know, during the day you could have a nice sandwich for lunch, and bun and cheese goes a long way guys. So we're mixing this thoroughly to make sure that everything is dissolved. And to this we're going to be adding 1 teaspoon of my almond rosewater mix, and also we'll be adding 1 tablespoon of vanilla, and guys, this is a very easy bun recipe that you can make for yourself at home. Let's give this a nice stir, and all these ingredients guys is starting to smell really good. And to this we're going to be adding 2 beaten eggs, and I removed the eyes from the eggs. And I'm also going to be adding 1 tablespoon of lemon zest, and this will help to cut the rawness from the egg and also to give your bun an extra flavor. Okay, so we add our eggs. Let's give this a nice whisk, and as you guys can see, I'm not using a spoon, I'm using a whisk, which is easier to use to help you to mix your ingredients thoroughly, to make sure everything is mixing very well. And to this guys, we're going to be adding 4 tablespoons of melted butter, and I'm using salted butter, and that will give it like that nice flavor as well. And because I'm using salted butter, I'm going to be cutting back on the salt in the ingredients that I normally use if I'm using non-salted butter. Alright, so guys, we're going to be setting our wet ingredients aside, and these are my fruits, and this is a 1/4 cup each cherry, golden raisin, dark raisin, and mixed peel. And like I said before, guys, I had that soaking in wine, so my fruits are already nice and soft. So to this bowl, guys, we have 4 cups of all-purpose flour, and we're going to be adding 2 tablespoons of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of nutmeg, a tablespoon of cinnamon, a tablespoon of mixed spice, a teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And like I said, I cut back on the 1 teaspoon of salt because of the salted butter that I'm using. And we're going to give this a nice mix to combine everything. And then we're going to be adding our dry ingredients to our wet ingredients. So I'm going to go ahead and switch my whisk to a more heavy duty whisk, because now I'm going to be adding the flour, and the batter is going to start getting thick, so we need something heavier to help to mix the flour. And we're going to be adding our dry ingredients a small amount at a time, and we're going to put this through our strainer to sift it, to get rid of any lumps, and to also to aerate the flour. So let's give that a nice mix. And guys, I didn't add any browning to my mix. If you want to add browning, depending on what color you're looking for your bun to be, for this particular recipe, you would need 1 tablespoon of browning. And again, it depends on how dark you want your bun, how light you want your bun. You could add your browning accordingly. So let's add a little bit more flour through our sift. So we're sifting, and we're going to give it a nice mix, and we're going to continue the same method until all our flour is in our mixing bowl. And guys, you can use Malta. You don't have to use Guinness if you want like a non-alcohol bun. You can use Malta instead of the Guinness, or you could use a straight Guinness if you want just the Guinness, depending on what you want. Or you could do mix. You could mix the Guinness and the Malta, kind of like what I just did. And this is the last batch of our flour. And I'm just trying to get my spices in. Okay, so we're gonna continue to give this a nice mix until all of the flour is mixed out, there's no lumps, and everything is combined perfectly. And I'm trying to get all the flour from the corner of the pan and giving it a nice good whisk, so again we're not biting into flour lumps after your bun is baked. And guys, the flavor from the spices and the Malta Guinness, it smells so good. And onto this, we are going to be adding 2 tablespoons of guava jam. You can use any flavor jam you want. And I melted this a little bit in my microwave and give it a nice whisk just to have a smooth texture. And now I'm mixing this in. And the consistency is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this watery consistency, nothing thick where my bun comes out too floury or doughy. I like my bun nice and soft and moist. And the ingredients, guys, I'm just gonna use half of it. You could add the whole thing if you like. I'll put it in the description. You could take away from, you know, whatever I put in the description. You could add more or less whatever your preference basically is. So I'm only adding half of the fruits, and again, the consistency is exactly what I'm looking for. And guys, this particular ingredients can make you 2 8-inch bun, but for me, I'm not going to be making 2 small ones. I'm gonna actually make a big one, which my pan is about a 13 by 5 size pan that I'm gonna be using. And my oven is already on 350, and this is going to bake for 40 to 45 minutes. Insert the toothpick in the center after 40 minutes to make sure that it's baking properly, and if the toothpick comes out clean, you know that your bun is ready to be removed from the oven. Okay, so I already have my pan greased and lined with baking sheet, so I can easily remove it from the pan. And I only add the baking sheet to the bottom and not all the way up the sides. And I put a generous amount of butter so it comes out very nice and clean from my pan. So I'm giving it one last stir, and now we're gonna pour in our batter. And guys, as you can see, that watery consistency is exactly what you're looking for to make that nice moist bun. So I only put my batter in 3/4 of the way up in my pan because I leave room for my bun to rise and for it to not come over in my oven. Give it a little tap on top of my counter just to get rid of any air bubbles that might have formed in my batter. Now I'm adding my cherries, and that my cherries, I cut them in 4 because I want small bites, not big whole cherries on top. And again, guys, your preference, you know, you could do it however you wish. And I'm also going to be adding some mixed peel, so it give my bun that nice color, the different variations of colors, the yellows, the green, the red. Okay, and guys, this is ready for my oven, and like I said, it's gonna go into my oven 350 degrees for 40-45 minutes. And at about 30 minutes in, I'm going to be turning my oven down to 315 so it can so my bun can slowly bake and not bake too fast where it's browning on the outside and the inside is not done. So we're trying to make sure that it's baking evenly and thorough. And inside my oven as well, guys, I added a pan with water to help with moisture. And guys, yep, this is the tasty cheese that I'm gonna be eating with my bun. And I'm gonna have a video showing you how to open your cheese and to get it out of the pan without breaking it apart. Okay, and guys, here we go. After a good 45 minutes, my bun is out of the oven. And now I'm going to add a little bit of melted butter with honey to glaze the top to give it that nice sheen. And this is 1 teaspoon of butter and 1 teaspoon of honey. Pop it in the microwave for about 10 seconds, let the butter melt, and then mix it nicely. And now I'm brushing it on top of my bun to give it that nice glaze, that nice sheen. And that butter and honey give it also a nice taste, added taste to the top of your bun. Okay, and I'm going to be removing my bun from the pan and put it on a rack so it can cool thoroughly before I cut into it. And guys, that smell from the spices and everything, it smells amazing, amazing, amazing. And look at that color, that nice golden brown color on that bun. And guys, I couldn't wait. It's still a little warm. Could have waited another 10 minutes, but I'm sorry, I couldn't wait. So now here you go, guys. Look at that nice moist bun, nice and moist. I have my cheese ready, and I'm only going to eat one slice. And guys, it is so nice and moist and flavorful, and all the different variations of colors from the fruits. Look at that, nice and moist. Press it, it bounces right back. You just have that nice texture. Exactly what I am looking for each time I bake this bun. And the flavor is amazing. Look at that. That flavor is amazing. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna enjoy my bun. Hope you guys make this recipe and try this recipe and make your own bun. Okay, and guys, if you do, please leave it in the comment section. Let me know if you try it and how it was for you. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put my bun away in my bag so it can stay nice and moist and keep that nice moist texture. All right, again guys, thank you for watching my video. Thank you for your subscription. To my new subscribers, welcome to my channel. I really appreciate you. All right, so guys, don't forget to like, share. Don't forget to hit that notification bell whenever I upload a